At the completion of the parade, buses will be provided to transport all visitors to the Edmondson BC Club, where light refreshments will be available. The soldiers will join you at the Edmondson BC Club approximately 45 minutes after the parade to allow you to congratulate your loved ones on achieving a fantastic milestone of becoming an Australian soldier. You're more than welcome to take photos of this significant occasion. Following morning tea, the soldiers will need to return to their accommodation to complete several tasks prior to meeting you in Wagga Wagga. Please allow them to form up on order of their staff. Buses will be provided to transport you all visitors from the Edmondson BC Club to the car park where you left your cars. Once the soldiers have completed their allocated tasks, they will be transported to Wagga Wagga Central Train Station, where they will be released to spend time with you. Please be aware that there is limited parking in the vicinity of the train station. Throughout today's parade, please feel free to applaud whenever you feel it appropriate. Visitors are most welcome to take photographs and video footage of the parade, but are requested to consider the view of others while doing so. Please do not take photos or videos in any other locations while on base. In the event of a medical emergency, please gain the attention of one of the uniformed marshals who will assist you in the first aid area situated in the car park to your right. Toilets are located in the building at the edge of the car park. It is requested that all mobile phones be turned off or switched to silent mode during the march out parade, and if you have any questions or are unsure of where to go, please ask a uniformed military personnel or security guard for assistance. Once again, welcome to Kapooka. Now please sit back, relax, be proud of your sons and daughters, spouses, family and friends on parade here in front of you today. The parade sergeant, Sergeant Jaden Osborne, will now order the troops on parade.
Parade! Attention! Yoga! Out on parade! Hands by the center! Hands by your left! Right! Parade! Move to your left. Move! Right! Open or down! Right! Right!
On parade is 23 Platoon, commanded by Lieutenant Jason Mitchell. The platoon sergeant is Sergeant Jaden Osborne. The section commanders are Corporal Samantha MacArthur, Corporal Christopher Weevil, Corporal Emma Carmichael, and Bombardier Ronan Fitzpatrick.
And up! Eight!
The parade sergeant will now hand over to the parade commander, Lieutenant Jason Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand while the Governor-General's banner is marched onto parade. Gentlemen are requested to remove hats, and service personnel in uniform should always salute when the banner ensign gives the order to present arms, and the band plays the musical salute, point of war.
Right! 18! Turn! March on the banner! Right! General salute! Present! Arms!
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The banner ensign for today's parade is Lieutenant Nikita Sabatov. The banner escorts are Sergeant Nathan Carson and Sergeant Scott McInnes.
Parade! Stand up!
Bye.
The reviewing officer, commanding officer of the 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Colonel Jared Kearns, CSC, is now arriving on parade. The reviewing officer is hosted by Officer Commanding Charlie Company, Major Nicholas Tyrell.
Parade! Attention!
Get the day off. Hiding this.
Parade! General salute! Present! Arms! Parade! Attention!
The parade commander will now invite the reviewing officer to inspect the parade and band. The custom of inspecting the troops dates back to the mid-1600s, in the time of King Charles II. Its original purpose was to allow the inspecting officer to closely scrutinise each soldier's face and confirm their allegiance, but also to be ready for an attempt of his life. Today, the custom continues to confirm the readiness and state of discipline of a unit. The reviewing officer will now inspect the band. At full capacity, the Australian Army Band Kapooka consists of 26 professional soldier musicians whose versatility allows them to perform in a number of different configurations, including full band, big band, rock band, jazz group, various acoustic and instrumental ensembles, and, of course, the marching band you see before you today. The band has had a continuous presence at Kapooka since 1951 and proudly supports the Riverina region, as well as having the honour to assist in welcoming each and every one of the Army's newest soldiers as they march out for recruit training. Today, the band is led by Officer Commanding and Music Director, Major Nicholas Barth, and Band Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer Class 2, Richard Hill.
Right, stand up, and
The parade will formally march past in quick time. If you are able, you are requested to stand when the Governor General's banner passes to your immediate front. Gentlemen are requested to wear hats, and service personnel in uniform are to salute when the banner passes to your direct front. Please be seated once the banner has been marched past.
right, and stand, just Post order! Right, we'll move to the right in column of three. Right! Right, we'll march past in quick time. Right by the left, then by the centre. Quick!
The parade will shortly advance in review order. The significance of this manoeuvre dates back to the 18th century British regiments and was designed to combat the tactical moves of an enemy both in attack and defence. This old battlefield manoeuvre was conducted with the colours to the front and centre, where the commander was also located. All dressing was taken from the colours and the manoeuvre was always carried out with 2 or more ranks. In our modern ceremony, the parade will advance in review order by marching forward at the open order. To mark the end of the manoeuvre, a general salute will be conducted.
Parade will advance in review order. By the centre. Wait! Parade! General salute! Present! Parade! Attention! Parade! Stand up!
Trophies will now be awarded to the best at physical training, the most proficient with weapons, and the Baird VCMG trophy for the most outstanding soldier in the platoon.
Trophy winners! Hold! Out! Stand anything! Trophy winners! Halt!
The winner of the Physical Proficiency Trophy for the best at physical training in 23 Platoon is Private Callan Spence, Royal Australian Infantry. The winner of the Skill at Arms Trophy for weapons proficiency in 23 Platoon is Private Keeper Nettle, Royal Australian Corps of Transport. The most outstanding soldier trophy is awarded to the recruit who has achieved above average results in all aspects of recruit training and has demonstrated beyond reproach the qualities of loyalty, teamwork, integrity, honour and dedication to duty. This award was named to Corporal Cameron Baird, VCMG, who marched out of Kapooka on the 18th February 2000 and was recognised as the most outstanding soldier of his platoon, having achieved all recruit course competencies to an excellent standard. The Baird VCMG Trophy for the most outstanding soldier in 23 Platoon is awarded to Private Angus Gunn, Royal Australian Infantry.
Sir!
In 2007, Corporal, then Lance Corporal Baird was awarded the Medal for Gallantry whilst in action during close quarters combat in Afghanistan and Operation Slipper. In 2014, for his actions on the 22nd of June 2013 during Operation Slipper, he was posthumously awarded the Victoria Cross for Australia. For the most conspicuous acts of valour, extreme devotion to duty and ultimate self-sacrifice. Throughout his career, Corporal Cameron Baird, VCMG, displayed qualities of the highest order, were in keeping with the finest traditions of the Australian Army and the Australian Defence Force. The Wagga Legacy Shield is awarded to the section that achieves the highest score during the recruit's final field exercise. The champion section and winner of the Wagga Legacy Shield is 3 section. The section commander, Corporal Samantha MacArthur, will accept this award on behalf of 3 section. Today, the Legacy Shield is being presented by Legacy President John Ferguson. The Regimental Sergeant Drill Major Trophy is awarded to 23 platoons having the highest standard of drill throughout their course and during the March Out Parade. Receiving this award on behalf of 23 platoon is Corporal Weevil. The reviewing officer will now address the parade.
Good morning, distinguished guests, veterans, families, friends, and Australia's newest soldiers.
Today marks a significant milestone, not just in your careers, but in the future of our nation's defence, and it is an honour to stand with you today to mark this occasion. As new members of the Australian Army, you are stepping into a role that is indispensable with Australia's security and success in the Indo-Pacific. Throughout your training here at the Home of the Soldier, you have faced challenges that have tested your resilience, discipline, and your determination. You arrived here as civilians, and through your hard work, commitment, and teamwork, you've transformed into soldiers of the Australian Army. Today's parade is not just a ceremony, it is a symbol of that transformation. As you look at the faces beside you, as you look at the families standing in front of you, they all stand with a full sense of pride. You've earned this moment. You've earned the right to wear the uniform, and with it, the responsibility to uphold the values of courage, respect, integrity, and excellence. These are not just words, they are the foundation of what it means to serve. From this day forward, you will carry a title steeped in history and pride. That title is Digger. It is an affectionate term first used by the Anzacs, men who stood shoulder to shoulder in the most trying of circumstances, bound by mateship and an unwavering sense of duty. To be called a digger is to be part of that legacy. The title is not bestowed upon you because you march well or look good in uniform, but because you refused to quit. Because when it hurt, when doubt crept in, when every muscle ached and every instinct screamed at you to stop, you chose to continue. Soldiering is not easy. Some of you already know this, but the road ahead will test you mentally, physically, and emotionally. Long nights, cold mornings, and times you'll question your limits. But remember this, you are part of a profession that accepts no compromise, only excellence. There are uncertain times ahead. Grey skies sit on the horizon. In the coming years, you will not be asked. You will be ordered to act in moments of danger, doubt and complexity. When that moment arrives, your actions must be anchored in Army's values because they will guide you when nothing else will. The Anzac spirit you inherit is the same spirit that endured the trenches of the Western Front, held firm on Kapooka and stood unbroken at Kapooka, and fought with extraordinary courage at Long Tan. It is the spirit that carried us through East Timor, Iraq, Afghanistan, and countless humanitarian and peacekeeping operations around the world. We stand on their shoulders, and now you take place in that story. As you march into the wider Army, into the 1st Division, the 2nd Division, Forces Command, Aviation Command, or Special Operations Command, know this: the Australian Army exists for one reason: to fight and win our nation's battles. Technology may change, the world may change, but the constant is you, the Australian soldier, who carries the responsibility, the burden and the honour of our national defence. To our families, thank you for entrusting your prized possession with the Australian Army. We can only build on the character and the qualities that you have nurtured. These last few months have been demanding, and you have carried the silent weight, the worry, the distance and the silence between phone calls. Your encouragement, especially during demanding early stages of training, makes an enormous difference. Welcome to the Defence family. To the dedicated staff at 1RTB, thank you for your leadership, professionalism, example and instruction you have invested into these soldiers. You demanded excellence because you know one day you may rely on that training that you have invested in these individuals, and you know that our nation demands nothing less than excellence. Your professionalism, grit and unwavering commitment to the next generation of Australian soldiers is the bedrock of the Australian Army and the legacy of this unit. Your commitment ensures that these soldiers begin their career with confidence, competence and character. An example of this is Warrant Officer Class 2 Shui Wetnall, who for almost a decade of her career has been generating soldiers and officers for the Australian Army. Befitting that today, on her last day in the battalion, we have our last march out for Charlie Company. Thank you for your service, and please join me in thanking the staff at 1RTB. To the Army Band of Kapooka, every parade, every milestone, you are the force multiplier that lifts morale and keeps traditions on target. Today, you've executed with precision and impact, as always. Thank you for your unwavering professionalism and sound that keeps our fighting spirit strong. I'll make particular note of Warrant Officer Class 2 Stuart Jeffress and his family, a veteran of 30 years of your band here in Kapooka and for the wider corps, long and loyal service, and I wish you and his family a respectful and dignified funeral next week. In closing, to our newest soldiers, march forward with confidence, humility and strength. Carry the warrior ethos in everything you do. Focus on what you can influence and exploit every opportunity to grow stronger and smarter. When your nation calls, as it surely will, stand ready as those that have before you have stood ready. For duty, for mates and for Australia. Good luck and good soldiering.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Gentlemen are requested to remove their hats, and service personnel in uniform are to salute.
3, 8, 2, 1. Right, reason, up. Right, 8, 2, 1. Right, then up, in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Mama.
Right, 8, 2, 1.
The reviewing officer will now depart the parade.
Right, general salute. Reason, up. Right, 8, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand and remain standing as the Governor-General's banner is marched off the parade. Gentlemen are requested to remove hats. Service personnel in uniform should always salute when the parade commander gives the order to present arms, and the band plays the musical salute, point of the line.
March off the banner, sir. Right, general salute. Reason, up.
Is that Santa?
Banner sports, take hand, go. Banner party, fire in the centre. Flag! Banner party, hands to the
gentlemen, please be seated.
Parade!
The parade commander will hand the parade over to the parade sergeant, who will march the soldiers off parade.
And up! And
I'll make the fun.
parade sergeant! Up!
It is requested that you please remain within the seating enclosures until after the band has left the parade field.
around there like the whole time. If you go on the playground, that'll be someone will hold. I'll just let you go.
Just like